Name is Tanya D with the Peace We Crave. And I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And today I wanted to bring up the topic of finding healing and some of the steps to finding healing. And the thing with healing is that everybody's journey is totally different. Healing is not something that you can say, go and do XYZ and you're going to feel better. There's no magic pill. Unfortunately, there's just sometimes not really an easy road for it. And that can be very discouraging, and that maybe is not something you really want to hear. Unfortunately, though, it does tend to be true, and it's not always an easy road, just not. I know my own healing journey was very bumpy, not linear at all. I would take 10 steps forward, go 5 steps back, and it was just sometimes all over the place. But the biggest thing that always saved me was that I just kept trying. No matter how much I fell, no matter how much I messed up, no matter what was going on, I just kept trying my best. And sometimes that's all I could do. Just, hey, I tried today and it didn't work. It's like, okay, well, gonna try again tomorrow. Because that's what I'm gonna do, because I very, very badly wanted to heal. And there were a variety of things that I was healing from. We can go into that maybe in other videos, but just a variety of things. And I found so many different ways to find my healing. There's so many avenues out there. There's so many resources. We have so many things on the internet today. There's so many people available to help you. It's just the information and the resources are almost endless, and which is so amazing. I can't imagine what it would have been like years ago if I didn't have something like this. And I really want to just try to get you started with a little bit of healing. So, identifying something that you need to have healed. And this could be something small, maybe just a minor thing, like maybe you're late all the time, or there's some procrastination about something. You just want some healing from that. It could be bigger things. It could be bigger emotional things. Maybe there's still some active addiction. Maybe there's some other mental health kind of issues. Maybe there's some chronic health kind of issues that you're having. And it can vary, but identifying what it is. So thinking about what it might be, just one thing. Try to focus on one thing. And then exploring all the avenues that you can. So if it's something that you do need medical intervention for, do that. If you're somebody like me who I personally had not only my healing journey and recovery, but also some healing from some chronic pain issues, also some other kind of mental health issues that I had to get professional help for. And for me, my chronic pain and my mental health were very, very aligned. So the healing journey I took with both of those was the same. They ended up being on the same path. And I was able to do a lot of it at the same time. So if that's something available for you, that's also a great thing. Makes it a little bit easier to try to just do one thing that can help you with multiple things in your life you might need to have healed. So just looking at that, identifying it, and then thinking about some ways that you could potentially try to find some healing. Like I said, maybe if it's not medical, you need some other sort of professional help, finding resources for yourself. There's so many resources out there now. It's really so easy to avail yourself to them. And that also can be quite a journey, trying to find help, getting someone to call you back, schedule the appointment, then showing up to the appointment. All this healing also takes a lot of courage, depending upon what you're trying to heal. If it's just, taking a pill because you have some heart condition or something and that's how you're healing that's great. But if it takes a little bit more than that, it does take a lot of courage to say, yeah, I need help with this thing and I can't do it alone and I'm coming to you for assistance. But that's a big step. If it's something that you're struggling with, I can totally help you. I've been there myself. And that's kind of some of the services that I offer from a more holistic standpoint. So there also are a lot of holistic methods. There's a lot of different ways you can heal. There's a lot of things out there. You can see what works for you, try them out. My personal favorites that helped me a lot was therapy. Finding a therapist. That was so amazing, personally amazing for me. I've been on that journey for quite a while, and it's done nothing but help me. I've also found a lot of healing through meditation. My meditation practice is so critical. My spiritual practices with my higher power and how I connect is so, so critical for my healing. And also my energy and sound healing that I love to do. That always, always helps me, brings me down. And then I'm able to really, when I'm doing all those different practices, I'm really able to focus on the work that I need to do in therapy or in whatever support group I'm in. I'm in various sort of support groups as well, various different programs, all things just designed to help me, just designed so that I can just be a little bit better today. And over time, I've just started to feel better. And so identifying the thing, trying to find some avenues of healing, and then reaching out to people you know. Hey, have you dealt with this and that? What did you do? How did you get through this? You know, Dr. Google sometimes isn't always the best thing to use, but there can be a lot of useful information on the internet. So I don't want to say don't Google things, but sometimes when we start Googling different conditions and diagnoses, it can be kind of difficult. There can be a lot of misinformation as well. So trying to find reputable sources that can give you really good information. And then trying to seek somebody out, which is to me, I could do all the research in the world but not implement anything. So really seeking it out and calling the people and then showing up for the appointment, putting myself out there, really trying to do the work and knowing that I'm going to do it wrong. It's not going to be perfect. It sometimes won't be pretty. And it's definitely not going to be the way this one did it or that one did it. It's going to be how I do it. And it's going to be my journey. And I can make it what I want to make it. And it can end up being a really beautiful thing. You know, I was able to do a lot of different things, and now I try to share my services that I offer, things that have helped me, my personal healing journey, and the journey continues. You know, for me, there's always something that's coming up that I need to look at, and that's good. That's a good thing. The more I can identify, the more I'm able to build the kind of life that I want to build by looking at these things, changing what I can, finding other ways to help me just live everyday life in the beautiful state that I want to live in. I don't want to live in that state that I used to live in. I want to be happy and joyous and free. And I want to be able to live this life the best I can and within alignment with my higher power and higher power's will for me. And however I need to do that for me, as long as I'm not hurting myself or somebody else, I'm not doing anything dangerous. You know, really, there's so many possibilities. So I invite you to just try to identify some things, maybe one. You could start small, look for some avenues, reach out to some people, see what others did, and then take that next step of leap of faith, if you will, the courage, that courage it takes to make that phone call, make that appointment, say I don't know, all those things that we do in healing that does cause us to need to be vulnerable at times, which is also another scary thing. However, on the other side of vulnerability is it's such a beautiful life. It's such a beautiful place to be in. So I hope a lot of this resonated with you today. I hope I made some sense to someone. And if there's anything I can do to help you on your healing journey, please reach out to me. You can find me on my website, www.thepeacewecrave. And I really would look forward to connecting with you. I have so many various groups and classes and services that we could connect with, and I would just really, really love to try to help you with your healing journey. So please, please reach out to me. And as always, thank you so much